Hey guys, Ryan Smith with the Ryan Smith Home Selling Team here to discuss today probably the sneakiest way of selling your house. That's with a pocket listing. So what is a pocket listing and what does that mean for you as a seller? So what is a pocket listing? Well, you may have seen or heard that term on TV shows, or if you have friends in the real estate industry, you may have heard them mention that. So, what is a pocket listing? Well, a pocket listing is a seller or a listing that's going to go on the market that has agreed that they're going to sell their house. So a seller that's agreed they're going to sell their house but has not made the choice to officially list it out there for sale yet. So, if you go search the MLS as a real estate agent, or if you go hop on the internet, you're not going to find it. But they have visited with a real estate agent and said, hey, I am interested in selling my house if you can find me a buyer. So, there are some advantages and disadvantages to selling your house that way. And let's kind of talk through those. One of the advantages of having a pocket listing is that the sellers are going to maintain their privacy. So, we have done some transactions for people who that was very important to them. I can think of a couple people that I know of who, for example, were NFL players or other celebrities who did not necessarily want their information out there. And so they listed their home, or I don't know if listed is the right term, but they put their home for sale as a pocket listing with a real estate agent. So they told a real estate agent, hey, if you can find me a buyer, I'm interested and I might sell my house. So in that, they were able to sell their home and maintain their privacy, which can be nice. Another thing that's nice for them too is they didn't really spend a whole lot of time on the MLS, or quote unquote on the markets. They didn't have tons and tons and tons and tons of showings. They just had showings from a much smaller pool of people, but that can culminate in a sale sometimes. So do we use pocket listings? Absolutely. In fact, I can tell you that there's a lot of times that we're able to help our clients sell their house before it even goes on the market. We do that through something here on our team called an off-market property list. So as soon as we have someone who's met with us or has told us that they're interested in selling their house, they'll go onto our off-market property list, and we'll try to marry those houses up with home buyers that we're working with that we think that might be interested in those houses. So don't get me wrong, it doesn't work every time that we sell houses before they go on the market, but a lot of times we can. In those circumstances, the sellers usually, since they didn't have to go out on the market and have tons of showings, sellers can have a much more stress-free experience than having to go through the typical rigmarole of getting your house ready and going out on the market and having tons of showings and those sorts of things. So there is some real advantages to a pocket listing. There are some disadvantages too. Obviously, a very clear disadvantage at first would be very limited exposure. So, with our marketing plan, it's very aggressive, and as we have an off-market property list, or a home that's on the off-market property list, or a house that's choosing to be listed as a pocket listing, they're not going to get the benefit of that full marketing package that we would typically use for a home that we're putting for sale. So there's going to be a little bit less exposure, and then obviously it's probably going to have less foot traffic too. And the reason we'll have less foot traffic just makes sense, right? So they're not going to have any signs in the yard or anything like that, so people driving by won't necessarily know it's for sale, and it's not going to be out there on the internet everywhere. So there's a lot of consumers that may not even know it's for sale, as well as many real estate agents, by the way, that may not know it's for sale. So there are some advantages and some disadvantages to pocket listings, but they can be a valuable tool in helping you get your house sold. I hope that this has been a great video for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can see my information, my contact information below. But always great to have you, and we're always here to do a great job for you. So feel free to reach out, and hope you have a great day.